Hey, buddy. You ready to go back to school?
No.
No. Yeah, I know.
Hey, Tuxie. Hey, buddy. We're up early today.
Oh, well, this feels like we're trying to start the school go to back at the beginning of the year for the second time. Will this be the real start? We'll see. Good morning, Ruby. Oh, yes. Appointments today. Pretty red heart for today. It's one of those wreath things that hangs on the door and, you know, just a cool piece of fabric underneath. You have a good day, buddy.
Thanks.
Have a good day, Johnny.
You too. I enjoyed my track out.
Yeah, your extra snow break. Yeah.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, bud. Love you guys. Bye. Well, I casually worked my way back to the house this morning and played a little Pokemon Go in Fuquay. You know, have to stop at the usual places. Got the boys off to school okay, obviously. You know, this is like the third start of the year because, you know, the first week back we had snow and they really didn't go. And then the second week back we had snow and they really didn't go. So, yeah, but we're looking at highs in the high 50s, low 60s this week, and nighttime lows in the low 30s. So it's going to be a really normal, reasonable winter week for us here for January. Kind of typical what it should be. So yeah, really exciting. The boys do have to make up the first 2 snow days they missed. They've lost President's Day and then one day kind of tacked on to spring break, but they do not have to make up the next 3 days that they missed because they've missed 5 days total now. So I think that's the right answer. I don't think kids should lose spring break because of snow days. Only time I'm really okay with them making up days is if they could tack them on to the end of the school year. I think people need those breaks during the school. So yeah, that's kind of good news that they're not going to have to make up those 3 days. I don't know why, but I'm glad. So on today's agenda is take nighttime to the vet to get her UTI checked. That's just here in a little while at 9:30. You know, I had to move that a couple times because of the snow. So keep your fingers crossed for me that the infection's gone and we don't have to keep on making these trips to the vet. Yeah, that would be good. And then we've got Taekwondo tonight. So that'll be good. Looking forward to that exercise and practicing our form. I think I test for my next black stripe on my black belt Saturday. Johnny is still on target for his black belt testing on February, I think the 24th. So yeah, I'll be testing Saturday and I'll be by myself. That's not fair, but that's what it is.
Hi, Tuxie. How are you doing, buddy? Oh, yes. Hi there, bud. Hi. You being a good boy? Is you being a good boy?
My poor little girl is not happy. My poor little girl.
Hi, sweetie.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It'll be okay, I promise. You'll be back home in a little bit.
Nighttime was so upset in there. I tried to tell her that she was going to get to drive in the Tesla. I mean, how many cats get to go to the vet in a Tesla? It didn't help. So the infection's gone, but the little crystals aren't. So we have special diet food now. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I guess, you know, she's just not drinking quite enough water, which we have one of those fountain water things that the cats drink out of, and then several other waters around the house. I don't know, you know, cats are finicky. What are you gonna do? So she's better, but we gotta watch it, I guess, is the report in there. So one of the nice vet assistants helped me out with the food, because, you know, I had the crate and I had canned food and some dried food, and I got to share Ruby with her, gave her, you know, you tell people that there's no engine, but until you open the frunk, they believe you, but they don't comprehend what it means until you open the frunk. So that's like my favorite thing to do, is open the frunk. And my second favorite thing is to show them the charge port. But yeah, she thought it was pretty cool. So yeah, got to do that EV ambassadorship, kind of spread the word stuff. Yeah. Well, the I'll close my eyes for just a few minutes turned into about a 90-minute nap for me and Dawn. So much for putting up more holiday stuff, which I do need to do, by the way. Johnny did have a dentist appointment this afternoon, but I rescheduled it. I don't know what I was thinking. It conflicted with Taekwondo. They were easy about rescheduling, so no problem. Don is going to come out and start pulling privet. He's putting on his work clothes, and he's going to work in the yard because it's 56 degrees. How can you not, right? We're supposed to get heavy rain, including some possibly severe thunderstorms starting this evening into tomorrow morning. There's a front coming through. If you look at the radar of the United States, you'd see this front barreling across. And so Ruby's filthy, and she's going to stay that way for at least another day, because, you know, if Dawn's going to wash her, it's got to stay pretty weather for 4 or 5 days to make it worth his while to spend 2 or 3 hours on the car, right? So yeah, she's dirty, but that's all right. I don't want him to spend the time if it's not gonna work out for a while. So I'm getting in the car to go get the boys. Yep, it's that time. It goes really fast, let me tell you, from the time I drop them off until the time it's time to go get them. Now, the main reason why I pull in the garage during the day is just to make sure the cats don't feel like they should climb on Ruby. Yeah, I don't want the cats to climb on Ruby. You know, and in case we were to get any adverse weather while I'm in there having my nap, right? This way she's all nice and tucked in her safe spot, and I don't have to worry too much. But yeah, I'm gonna go pick up the boys and then come home, and then Johnny and I'll be out for a 5 p.m. Taekwondo class. Well, the one good thing about making snowmen is that you do get to preserve the snow memory for a pretty long time. Yeah, this guy's still got a little life left in him, and so does this one over here. Well, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this through the camera or not, maybe. But my MCU screen has developed a 1/4 inch yellow on the left and on the right. I do not notice it at the top or the bottom, as some others have described. But apparently this is a pretty common problem, and people go in and report it to the service center and they get the MCU screen replaced. I'm certainly going to notify the service center that, unfortunately, I noticed today that Ruby has this problem now. You know, I guess before they would pull it out and put a new one in, I would just want to make sure that they feel pretty comfortable that the new ones they're putting in aren't just going to develop the same problem. I mean, other than the fact that I know that it's there, it certainly doesn't in any way affect my use of the screen. And if it doesn't get any worse, it's really not that bad. I mean, even as a photographer, I still think the screen's really great. But I'll report it, and then we'll see when/if we'll get it replaced. So how was your day today, Joey?
It went well.
Yeah. Everybody talking about how glad they were to have the extra time off?
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm sure it was hard to be back though.
Yeah, waking up early isn't that fun.
So, I found that Def Leppard had the count up on the streaming.
That's really awesome. I'm a huge Def Leppard fan.
Yeah, he's like, Mom, I see photograph, turn it up. So I will. And I did. Well, the boys and I are just home from the school run, and Don has definitely pulled some stuff up and out here working hard. Thought I'd come down and say hello and visit him. Looks like he's pulling all the stuff up here along the side of the driveway so he can come down the driveway with the chipper shredder, and everything will be right there ready to put through the shredder. Hey, Donnie. Looking good. Don said he didn't know I was home. The car's so quiet on the driveway, he never heard me drive past, and he's just, you know, 60, 70 feet off the driveway. That's kind of funny. But yeah, he could bring the chipper shredder down here into the woods, but it's hard. I mean, it rolls, but it only rolls a little bit. So if he can just pull it on the lawnmower down on the asphalt driveway and all the stuff's along the driveway ready to go in, that'll really speed up the shredding part. Look at the size of this root John was able to get out of the ground with that brush scrubber. The taller one. I guess because of the snowfall, the ground is really moist right now, so it's a good time to be pulling. Johnny and I did really good at Taekwondo. We got in a lot of practice and a lot of good exercise. And on the way home, we met up with some of the Fuquay-Varina Pokemon Go raid people. And guess what Johnny got?
Finally, a Kyogre!
A Kyogre. Phew! Glad to have that under our belts. 103 miles today. Not bad. I always notice when we come up the driveway here at the very end, when I stop out at the mailbox, that the watt hours per mile going up that hill, it's always really high. Ruby says I can go another 94 miles. So, good day today. Look what came for Donnie today.
What's this?
I was hoping it was going to be here for Christmas.
The Boring Company.
It took a little longer than I thought. There you go, Donnie. You have helped fund a tunnel.
Cool. I like it.